Because his boy, Simpleton, I like him, but the other guy, not so much.
What's up? All right, we're live. Let's see. Well, I got some people in here. That's cool. I got some people that were like tailgating, as JB likes to call them. Superior Hero Reviews. I think we lurked them last night. He did like the whole statue gallery that he's got, which is kind of dope. Just Rican and his comics. How's it going, bro? And then James Clark, artist. So dope. I feel like I did my review. I used to do like a lot of reviews on New Comic Book Day during the summer live. It was kind of fun because I just wanted to talk about what I was reading, you know.
Uh,
And fucking, I was like, you know what? I want to do something with Dylan. And Dylan, he fucking reviews a bunch of comic books all the time. So I'm like, all right, let's fucking take like 30 minutes or an hour every Wednesday and let's just talk about some books that we read and shoot the shit, you know.
dude, I was so happy when I heard you mention it last night. I'm like, I'm texting this dude to see what the heck he was talking about because I was so down.
Heck yeah, man. Now I actually I picked up a good amount of books. I had some books back in my bin, but I was so happy that I was able to buy this. Lee Borhemio,
Yeah, man,
the
that's so
detective.
sick.
This is such a, and I love how DC does like an extra dollar for a virgin and it's cardstock.
Yeah,
Come on, dude. How can you not like that?
and it's
Middle
always
West.
Virgin too.
Yeah, well, it's got like the little DC logo at the top, but I mean, it's pretty much a virgin.
Yeah,
Middle West it's been dope. I wonder if that's gonna come to an end soon, or like how many issues they got planned for that,
that's what I was saying the same thing. I was like,
right?
some people are kind of comparing it to Saga, like as a top book, and I'm like, man, I hope it stays ongoing. Hey,
I hope it does. It'll be cool to get like a good 50 issue run out of it. Like,
yeah,
I'll be happy with that. I
I,
think it might go to 25 and stop, but
yeah,
who knows? I mean, they could keep going. I mean, look at Walking Dead, dude. I didn't think people when The Walking Dead came out, I don't think they were gonna get a 190 194 issues. That's kind of wild.
yeah, crazy.
Hey gang, what's shaking? I was going Bake the Snake. We got Hack 79. We got Thomas Comic Books and Reviews, Southern Comic Geek, Warlord, how's it hanging? And yeah, so Oblivion Song, which it's been one of my favorite Image titles. Um, the A cover for that detective, which Batman's on fire. I mean,
Burned at the stake.
burn that motherfucker.
Mhm.
Butcher in Paris. I read the first issue. I wasn't the biggest fan, but so many people like convinced me to actually pick up the second one. So it's been sitting in my box, and I've been contemplating it. So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
And then I got this Miles Morales the end. It's been sitting in there for months, not months, like a couple weeks, I think. And then the Miles Morales book, which I read issue number one.
yeah.
I wanted to drop it, and I always forget. And now we're 14 issues deep. That's the story of my life. And then
Hey,
Shazam.
yeah, dude, so good. Shazam is the best,
Shazam
one
is a
of
good
the
read.
best. I finally dropped ASM.
Oh yeah, I dropped it on like 17 or 18 with that Craven shit that was going on, the hunt.
Yeah,
I
I
was just like, I
finally,
can't do this.
I almost picked it up too, and I went and I flipped through, and it said it was a new story arc. I'm like, perfect timing. I still almost got it. I'm flipping through it, like seeing if there's something big that might happen. I'm like, my luck, everyone's gonna rave about this book and say it's so awesome, but I'm like, I'm done, bro. I've been on it for way longer than most people have, and I liked it a lot at one point, but it's just like I'm done, bro.
Oh
I
man.
can't. I want to put more. I want to put that money towards some independent shit. You know?
Right? You got to open up because like I was just talking to a Bruce from Bruce and Stephanie where they talk about beer and comics every Friday. We were in,
Yeah,
in a little group chat and he's like, "You don't read Batman?" I'm like, "No, I got Detective Comics and then any other little Batman mini. I don't need another Batman
yeah.
title. That's just it's too much Batman for me.
I don't know if you like that Chip Zdarsky life story one, but I missed
Yeah, the
out
Spider-Man
on.
life story that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I missed out on it because I was reading like three fucking Spider-Man titles, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I can't even do it another
it's like
one. So,
oversaturation. You're like, just fuck it. It's too much.
exactly. If I wasn't on, if I didn't, if I would have dropped ASM before, I probably would have read it. But
Thank you, Mark. If you guys don't know, I went live to the comic book shop and it was very entertaining. And he actually left a really funny comment because I forgot my debit card at home when I went to go pay for my books. And he's like, "Could you imagine if Barry went back to his house and then back to the comic shop to pay during the entire live stream?" That would have been pretty funny.
My God, that would have been too funny.
Now I've been a
And
little
then
bit
paid
busy.
with the card and ask for change back.
Pull a Biggie Shack, be like, "Yo, where's my change, man? I gave you a 20." I did read this, The Guardians by Al Ewing, which was a Marvel book, and then I read FolkLords, and
I
then
can't wait to read 3.
American Jesus and Hardcore that I'm going to read later on this evening. So I
What'd
only
you
got
think
two
of
books under my
Guardians?
belt. Guardians, I felt like for issue number 1 they could have had a better ending and better characters. Like,
Yeah,
spoiler alert, it's like a resurrection of Greek gods.
yeah. I wasn't really feeling it. I'll tell you the
Rocket
only
Raccoon carried the book.
yeah, and then the only thing that brought me into the end was I don't know. I honestly don't feel like it's spoilers, but I mean, if you haven't read Guardians, man, you close your ears real quick. I'm giving you the heads up. The only reason that I'm probably gonna get issue 2 just to see is because Hercules. So
So the book ends with, well, the book is about, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're like on a vacation. They're taking a break. They're like, "Yo, shit's been wild." Um, fucking raccoons got to
They
sleep.
had like a Dominic Toretto like kind of sit like family get
It,
together.
it reminded me of X-Men #1 when they were all fucking sitting at like the dinner table, like they're all getting ready to eat this turkey that has some nasty ass skin on it. Um, but they got like this resurrection of these Greek gods, like a Zeus and stuff, and they're not obeying the laws of the universe, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're trying to stop. They're trying to form a team and stop these guys here. If you could get a little crowd shot of them.
Is Marvel Boy from the is Marvel Boy? I've never heard of him before. Is he from
He's from like a parallel universe.
Okay.
So like they have Marvel Boy and then like their version of Nova, which is from another parallel universe, and
Yeah.
it's like all these people from parallel universes. It's like, all right, this is issue #1. Like,
It
keep it a
was
little bit simple. Like I felt like
yeah,
Al Ewing just hit a left really hard for some reason.
for real.
I thought this was a pretty cool splash page. Like the battle
Yeah.
scenes looked dope, but I didn't really care too much for them. I liked Raccoon, his banter, like back and forth, like his little snarky remarks and the way he was talking.
Yeah.
You know,
Telling him like, yo, dude, you couldn't even left Gamora like a FaceTime message.
like, yo, you could have texted her, bro. You could have sent her a
You're the
video.
you're the worst.
He's like, come on, man. At least take the mask off, see her face
I,
to face.
why do you bounce on her? First off, it's like she probably would have came. You know what I'm saying? She whooped more ass than you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Well, he so initially he wasn't gonna go, and then he was laying
Yeah.
in bed, and he was seeing like old memories or possibly a vision, and he just got up out of bed and bounced. He's like, "Yo, let's go," fuck it, it's
Yeah.
time to ride out. This I thought was the coolest thing in the book was this page.
Yeah,
It
with like
seemed,
Moondragon, I think was doing that.
yeah, and there was like just so much going on at the exact same time. And I
Yeah.
thought that was like a cool way to kind of display everything because it kind of had me like turning my head and stuff. And I was like,
Yeah.
it pulled me into the book a little bit. And like, I like that shit, I like that shit
Hell
where I'm like looking like a big ass playboy or something, Just,
yeah.
but no, it wasn't a bad issue. It wasn't. You got it like Thor #1 that just came out, another Marvel. Go get the book. This is like
Yeah.
if you're a fan of Guardians, cool. If you want to get into it, cool. So they got these Greek gods and they can't seem to kill them. Like they fucked up pretty much, and they got to figure out a way to try to like stop them because they're getting their asses beat. And then fear not, for Hercules
Yeah.
is coming.
I almost feel like too, like you had to read you had to read maybe bits of like not really Donny Cates run to know anything, just the part about how Rocket is kind of healed
He's
or
healing. Yeah,
whatever. Uh, but I wonder if like you had to like if this, because he did the Ultimates run. I wonder if anything from that kind of goes into this because it just felt like you're like missing something. You know what I mean?
it didn't feel like for some reason if they're gonna start a new #1, make it like a #1. This should have been a continuation almost of Donny Cates's run because they did have so much that like I read a few issues and I kept hearing things about Donny Cates. And
Yeah.
that kind of filled the holes for me when I was reading this. I couldn't imagine if I knew nothing about Cates' run. I would have been like, whoa, he was sick? What
Yeah.
happened? He's recovering. I don't get it. What's going on? He's happy. He's wearing a suit. What's going on? You know, like it was a little bit, not a number one-ish issue, but it
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
No.
I thought it wasn't bad. It was okay. I don't think it was great.
Then it had
Good.
stuff from like Annihilation Scourge with Nova when he's talking about like him get. I didn't read that, so I was kind of
I
like,
didn't read it either. They threw like the little say like a little reference tag,
yeah,
like
yeah,
go
yeah.
check this issue out. I'm like, damn, dude, they're gonna make me go back issue hunting for
I
this
know.
shit.
I'm like, I ain't doing that shit.
But yeah, no, I thought it was good. If you wanna, I guess go ahead and read it. Maybe wait. I don't see it being like a book that you gotta hold on to. Like a book with a spoiler alert that's gonna be worth money. I could see this in like another dollar bin in a couple months or
Yeah,
a year.
honestly.
Dylan, you used to light bill money from the comments this week.
Oh no,
Hey
yeah, the
man.
lights off. Man, it's just, I forgot to turn the light on. I could turn it on, but it was messing with my eyes. Sometimes it messes with my eyes when I got
Oh,
too
man.
many lights on. You ever get like that?
I mean, I don't know. I got like these big ass umbrella lights all around me, so it's like I'm lit right now.
Yeah,
It's lit over here.
you
Uh,
always get though. You know,
Zelos, real quick, if you want to go ahead and if you want to read it digitally, it comes with the little code, the digital code. You could hit me up on Instagram, and I could give you that little digital code if you want to read it.
did
Uh,
did you ever get into Transformers growing up?
I seen like the TV shows and stuff, and I seen the first movie, but not really.
I just like the Michael Bay stuff. I never got into it as a kid. I
The
was
one with Megan Fox
into
is
Power
cool.
Rangers, but I thought this was a cool indie title. I mean, it's got the guy who draws Transformers. I believe he wrote and drew this whole book. He did everything on this book. The only thing he didn't do was the letters. Livio Raimondelli or something. And it's kind of it's totally his creation, and it's a pretty cool story. Like the artwork, man, is just absolutely nuts. I wish I put the first issue away, but there was like
So
just
so
the
it,
first page.
it's not a Transformers book.
No, it's
Okay,
just
it's
more
just
of like
the
a
same
robot
art.
book.
Okay.
He does the artwork for
Mm,
Transformers. That's why some
okay.
people that are Transformers fans, they might know about
Gravitate
that.
towards that. I see.
But yeah, these are completely new characters. Like what is it? One of them's called the Artisan, one's called the Wraith, the
Ooh,
other
Dylan,
called the
what the
Laborer.
freak is that book called? I'm sorry, I'm reading it in his voice. I can hear him. I can hear him
Yeah.
grab his blue snowball microphone and get up in the camera. And
Oh,
Dylan, what the freak is that book called? Cause I need it, bro.
a
I love
kill
Fatal
lot,
J.
brother. I guarantee you can still order issue one because I didn't pick up. I didn't get on. I didn't order it till like the week after, and I still got issue one. And this is issue two. It's only going to be 6 issues, and the guy already has them all written out, so there's not going to
That's
be any
dope.
delays. And he wrote and drew the whole book. The artwork is insane, bro.
Books
Like
like that are written like already have like a few like 5 to 10 issues already
I
written
got,
already tend to be a lot better
yeah.
in my opinion. Like
Oh,
Oblivion Song. Oblivion Song, what was it? The first 10 issues were already done before the book came out.
I mean,
That was kind of dumb. I mean, dope. So not dumb.
like,
Bro, that Rise of Kylo Ren is trash, but the Marvel of Darth Vader is lit. And Star Wars. Star Wars number 1 came out January 1st, and then next week, I think issue number 2 comes out. That was pretty good.
no
Perry
way.
admitting to being lit.
Kylo Ren is dope.
It was dope. I never really read Power Rangers like that, but that was pretty good. Yeah, Kylo Ren, it was a pretty good cover buy. And if you did buy Kylo Ren, I think the cover for the 1 in 25 actually went up to like $60. Oh, for sure. Yeah, dude, just hit me up. I'll
Really?
send you a
Oh,
digital
because
code.
isn't it a Clayton Crane? But dude, look at the first page. Because I had to get the first issue out because the issue 2 is like a little bit darker because they go into like this club and stuff. But it's like, dude, the first page.
Oh, wow, let me see that big old book.
It's like a huge, like just getting into the world, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of cool, dude.
It's
I like
crazy. It's like paint. It's like it looks like realistic paintings in a way, but obviously it's like sci-fi in a way, you know. So, dude, it's one I highly recommend. You would think like they're robots and stuff. It's about this group of 4 robots, and basically, they have this initiation for like criminals that it's called the kill lock, and like they put it on like 4 on like groups of people. So if one of these robots die, they all die.
Oh,
So like
damn.
they do that for criminals. So these guys kind of have to band together. And one of these robots, the one they call the kid, he actually has not committed any crimes. He just was get like he was just like exiled basically because he was like a glitch in the system. Like
Oh,
he
damn. They
wasn't
don't want
like
him
he was a
back.
robot. Yeah, they didn't want to in case he was to mess up, he was kind of like a failure robot. So
Damn.
and it's just it was really cool. And that the one called the Wraith is like a straight badass dude. Like crazy shit they do in issue 2.
Kylo Ren was dope. It showed Luke how he should have been in Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Glad you like that Star Wars #1 fan art I posted on. Yeah, so if you guys aren't following the Comics Club on Instagram, he posted the sketch cover for Star Wars #1, and someone sketched Baby Yoda like eating the little frog, which was it was pretty cool. I like that. Perry, did y'all see that Roku 4 cover B? I did not. Is that from this week or last week? Dylan, thanks, bro. I like stuff like Transformers, where the robots are the race of alien beings.
Of course, bro. I'm glad I could
That's like a
point you in that direction.
that's like a really niche
You'll like
comic
it.
book, you know.
I think you'll
Oh,
really
JB.
like it, bro.
Hey, wait! I'm waiting for Disco After Dark. We're
Disco,
gonna,
disco.
we're gonna get down. Now a book that I did read, FolkLords, which I couldn't find the B cover. I came home and I ordered it right away. The B cover is amazing. It's by the same guy who did Detective Comics 850, the first appearance of the team of Gotham City Sirens. But this book I thought was awesome. It's such a quick read too. Like I'm kind
Yeah.
of disappointed that there's no more. And it's only like a 5 issues, which is puzzling to me because if you look at the solicitations for issue #5, the cover, he's approaching a white door, like he's gonna go into another dimension, which is our dimension. So it sets up for future books, which I think is really cool. But just keep it like just make it issue #6. Don't keep it. Don't make it a new #1. What does he say? Yo, Dylan and Perry, are you guys coming on Disco After Dark tonight? If you want us to come, we will come.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
yeah,
I'm staying
that
up late
covers
just for you, brother.
that cover's so cool, man. Like I
With the
think people are
hell
sleeping on this so
on the
hard.
tree. I was sleeping on it, bro, and I wish so badly I would have picked up the issues. But my shop, of course, didn't have them, so
Oh,
I
you
wonder.
did? That's
I'm
awesome.
sure it's so. I'm sure the first
Oh, I didn't
issue
see it.
sold out. They probably went to second printing, if
I think
anything.
they went to third printing.
Really?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to read FolkLords? Oh no, you didn't, right?
No, yeah, I read it. I read
Okay.
it. No, 1 and 2.
Oh,
Not
you didn't read #3 today?
no, because I don't think it came out on digital yet. No, like because I was reading them through this app called Hoopla.
Oh, okay.
So it's
You're
like through
pirating.
a library card. No. Actually, I probably could have read it. Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I could have if I did it that way. I could have read it already, but no.
Yeah, you know them damn
The way
them
I do
Russians,
it,
man.
that's illegal. Them damn Russians.
Oh, let's see. I got that Folklore B cover, Scary Baby Tree. Yeah. So those are the babies who. So in this issue, we find out that his friend isn't actually missing. He just ran away. Like he bitched
Yeah.
out. He completely bitched out and ditched his ass.
I thought you were reading this, Perry. Or am
I
wrong?
am reading the mask. You see, I was looking for my selfie stick today, and I
Yeah.
couldn't find it. And I looked at the clock, and it was like 12:30. I was like, oh, the shop's been open for 30 minutes. There's fucking people
Yeah.
taking all the good books, you know?
Right.
And so I was like, damn, because I always get there like 10 minutes before. So I'm like, all right, let me go. When I went to the shop, I was like sitting there looking at the wall. I'm like, half the wall's empty. This is fucking great. You know,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
great. Fatal J, I just broke my laptop hitting the like button. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Fatal J,
Jabroni, you son of a.
Fatal J, I think I'm gonna send you a comic book so you can come on stream and just talk about a comic with us. Because Fatal J is a man. I need to do something with him. Dylan, you son of a bitch. Oh man, hey Jabroni, I got your mystery box today. When are you gonna open that box? Open it on Disco After Dark. Come on, man. Wink, wink. Warlord. All right, so yeah, no, this book was really cool. So we ended off here. I actually got like a picture of it real quick. Let's see. So the book starts off with like this artwork of like torture. Like we got somebody being their head dunked in water, someone getting their teeth pulled out, and then getting tied up in bondage, and then having their freaking feet burned at a candlelight, which is crazy. But if you notice, this is a fantasy world, so like a wrench, rope like this, like all these little tools don't actually exist in this world. So it's very confusing as to how these got here. and it comes to show out that they actually have a book in this house that was from our world
Sick.
portraying torture tools, and it's a banned book. So, long story short, he realizes that he's not the only one seeing visions of the other world. He knows for sure now that the FolkLords know about the world, and they have books on top of books on top of books. And then he realized that his buddy that was with him this whole time, that was that baby under the tree who grew up, is
That
actually
elf.
like, yeah, that elf is a complete asshole. Like he just left him. Like he just bounced.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. I could tell he was a pussy.
Yeah, so the elf, who remember he attacked the ogre in issue number 2,
Yeah,
the really
yeah, yeah.
ugly guy. The ugly guy saved the main character, and then was
What?
was talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I need to go find my elf friend." And he was like, "Look, man, he's not your friend. He
Yeah,
left you. I've been watching you this whole time. He
yeah.
ran away on you." And he was
That
like,
dude like
"Damn,
kissed him and shit.
yeah, like." He got a realization, like, oh damn, I'm in this by myself. Even though I thought he was my homeboy, he turned his back on me when things got real, and I was like, damn, like man, this story's so good. I love it, man. I love it. It's so good. I'm so mad there's only 5 issues. I need more of this.
Hopefully they'll get a series 2 though. You know what I'm saying?
That,
You never know.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Once in future, now they're saying that that's gonna get. I thought that was just
Yeah.
gonna
Dude, I
that.
got somebody sending me a message on Instagram saying that he showed me screenshots of his pre-orders from like a November, and it said
Yeah,
once in future like 6 of 6, and now it's
yeah,
like issue number 7. So it's like whoa, 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 like hey man, money talks.
yep, yes, sir.
Feet. Is this
Just
directed by
depends on the
Quentin?
writer.
That's hilarious. Comic Jabroni, just open your box. Go look at my video. Heck yeah. Actually, Warlord, make sure you pop in my live stream tomorrow night. I'll be lurking again, and let's check out what you got together. Let's see. What's up, Perry and Dylan? How you doing, Mr. Compton?
What up, Compton? The trying to
I'm
think.
telling you, this is the M. Night Shyamalan village. I want to say it's not, because if you look at issue number 5, he's on a mountain approaching like a white door. So I feel like he's gonna go into like another dimension or another world, and that's where like the volume 2 is gonna set up. For
Bueller
us.
was after issue 2 when issue 2 came out. He was talking like it went Matrixy.
What FolkLords?
Yeah,
I mean, I
with the
I guess
door, with the door, I could see that.
I could see that. The door reminded me of, if you read Immortal Hulk, that green door, but
Yeah,
instead of it being green, it was just white.
yeah.
So who knows? Let's see. I hit my LCS soon so I can get back for Disco After Dark. Heck yeah. Aren't you? I want to say you're in Australia, so you're down under, so you're living in the future already.
Mhm.
What was another book that you read? Because I only read those 2 books today. That's all I got a chance to read.
Oh man, I read all my books. I got to for the. So you didn't read Middle West? Did you read Middle West?
I did not read Middle West. What was your thoughts on Middle West?
I mean, it was dope as hell. At this point, are you behind on it?
I'm a few issues behind. I think I'm on like issue number 11.
Yeah. At this point, they're like, so have you seen that they got like kidnapped or whatever by this guy, like by this like group,
Okay.
and they're like making them work on this farm,
Okay.
and they're like these pink like gas like
That's what the
fuel.
cover is.
Yeah. And basically, they're trying to like, they got like their heads shaved and shit, and basically they're the main kid, he basically has it's killing me now, I forgot like his name up, but he's gotten like upgraded to his job, and he's like, yeah, I had to take it because he's like, we're about to get the fuck out of here. So now they're just trying to like stay cool, do their daily work, because basically they're like, these kids are slaves, you know what I'm saying? And the guy who runs the place, he's like, basically you guys are learning, you're learning how to be workers, and if it wasn't for me, you guys would be on the streets starving for food. Here you get to learn an ethic of working, and you get a hot meal. And he's like, without me, you guys would be on the streets starving, or God knows what else. And it's like, yeah, right, bro. Like you making millions probably off
Right?
of your free work, and you're probably
Oh,
feeding
man.
them. You're feeding them. You know what I'm saying? He's feeding them like a tin can of beans or something, like literally, like. And they're all just like, they're all talking about how they got screwed up lives and stuff. Does it show? Can you see like the little tin cans?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I love the way that Mr. George Mr. Corona draws like people.
I
How he
know.
draws people is like really like I don't know. I like it. It's kind of cool. I like his art style so much.
I do too, man. It's really what kind of pulls you.
Yeah.
Like the writing is amazing, but the artwork is what really kind of makes it so unique. Uh, yeah, the colors are great too, but yeah, Jorge Corona, he's just like killing it on this. Yeah, though I loved it though. I've been loving this series like just so much. It's definitely like my favorite indie or
Yeah.
image title. But this one I thought was definitely a
Godson.
sleeper for most people. I always
Now,
was a
what
big fan of
happened?
this movie.
Because Cates
All
isn't
right.
writing that, right?
Nah, Zach Thompson, but
Okay.
he's got his fingers in this shit. Basically, we get two stories in this. They're both
Ooh.
written by Zach Thompson, and one is like the story in the back is basically about Sleeper, like after he left Venom and was
Okay.
like, I'm gonna go on and do my own thing and kind of live my own life for now. And you kind of see what was going on with him, and he was like fighting some like it's called the purification of Telkar, and he was like fighting these aliens and stuff. And then he ends up like getting left out into space, and he has like a vision, and he like gets connected to the hive again, I think. And then he gets like a message from the hive basically, and they're like, return to your siblings, return to the hive, return to Clintar. And he's like, Clintar. And so he ends up going home, I think. But yeah, he goes home after. But the big thing is, if you've seen this, definitely has nods to like the actual movie, The Good Son, where it's like, who's the good son and who's Macaulay Culkin. And I definitely would say that probably, I think, I don't know, man. At times you're like not really sure, but I think Dylan is more the Macaulay Culkin.
Try save.
Let me see. So, all right, spoiler alert if you don't want to know, but Dylan is basically having these like dreams, man. And he's literally like in the middle of the night. Normie wakes up, and Dylan is like staring like into the wall, and look at what he's doing. He's he's like, I don't even know what the hell you would call that, I guess, but he's
I don't
like,
know.
I get, and maybe that's him drawing like the circle, you know what I'm saying? That shit when they go ape shit. And listen to what he says. He's like, it is my job. Or no, he's like, yes, I see it. I understand. It is my job to thread the needle between the two worlds. The new and the old are one in me. I will spread your thick black limbs
Whoa.
upon the world that sleeps. I will do it all for you. I will rest when we all sing your name. No. And his eyes go red. His
Oh
eyes
shit.
turn red while like in that circular form. You can see looking
Oh
looking
yeah.
sinister as hell, dude.
Oh
And
damn.
he's like, I am already what I was meant to become. I know this. And like Normie's in the background, like he woke up from his sleep and he's like
He's freaking the
freaking
fuck out, dude.
shit. He's like, no, 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 this can't be happening. He's like, what the hell is going on with you? And he's like, totally the whole time. He's like, this dude Dylan is like a freak, man. He's like, this dude is weird as fuck. And at the point you find out, do you remember in Absolute Carnage? When Dylan like first shows off like his steady ass powers and he obliterates Norman Osborn, that's that piece. I don't know if you read Absolute or Venom Island Part 1 or Part 2 when he pulls out and he was having dreams from Nolan. They're like, you're hiding something from me. And he kept a piece. We thought it was Carnage, but I think it kind of is. But it was a piece of Norman Osborn symbiote, which is I think kind of spawned from Carnage's symbiote. I could be wrong. So he kept a piece of the symbiote, and as he's doing that, you can kind of see right there that it's like he can control that. Like during the issue, he's like playing around with the piece of symbiote, and him and Normie are like having fun with it because he can control it, and he's like getting it like to latch to a raccoon, and then he almost like gets it to latch to Normie's father, I think it was for a moment. And he's just totally like testing his fucking luck. But yeah, as he's doing that, like, oh, dude, it was crazy. And then after he does that, Dylan just disappears. And then, I didn't even notice this, but he looks in Dylan's journal and he's like, I see an etched man He's in my mind. He's made of black. His skin is white. His face is not a face at all. He moves in the shadows of the world, but lives in my dreams. Eddie's afraid of him, but I'm not.
Oh,
He
damn.
just sits there motionless, as if keeping guard over me. Sometimes a black knife drops from his hand. That's when I begin to hear him. I do not fear him, for he is my God, my spirit. And then he crosses this out, my spirit, my father. But it's crossed out. I didn't even read that before. I didn't even pick that up.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yo,
That's
so what the
wild.
fuck is he? He's written. Is Dylan the son of Noel, bro? Like, what the fuck? He's saying he's his God. I mean, and he's saying he's my father. What the fuck? Like, I told you, bro. I told you this was a good
Wow.
issue. I mean, it should have been $4.
That sounds pretty
But
cool. How much was
it
it?
was $4.99, of
$4.99,
course,
$5, yeah.
because it's the one shot or whatever. But it was a good issue, man. It was really interesting, and it definitely, if you've been reading the whole story, it definitely is key to the storyline, because it goes directly. It's gonna go directly right into 23. But it this was just really taking place between Normie, Dylan, and then Sleeper at times, because Sleeper's like in his little cat form, but the backstory is all about Sleeper in like space.
Tom said, "Is Venom Island any good to read?" I would say, what you would think the whole Venom run is pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah, oh no doubt, dude. The whole Venom run is awesome.
Yeah. If you can't pick up the issues,
I'd say that's like the best Venom run there is, man.
Comic Book Hunter, I found a bomb. I found a bomb spot for #1 comics. I'm stoked, and it's only 10 miles away. I got a shop like that, and trust me, it is very, very fun. You will pick out some pretty cool books in those dollar bins. Comic Collector said, "What's up, guys? Just jumped on. Did anyone read Kids? It was pretty decent. I'm down to see where it's going." That's like the new zombie book, right? I seen it. I didn't buy it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Kids.
Meta would have went nuts though, because I forgot, after like Dylan disappears, Dylan appears back, and he walks in the room when he's like reading his journal. He's like, "What are you reading my journal for?" Like, and he's like, "Dude," he's like, there's something wrong with you, man." And he's like, "There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine." And he tries to take that little piece, and he's like, "What do you miss?" He keeps calling, like messing with Norman. He's like, "What do you miss? Your pop?" He's like, "You little pop boys," or something, like screwing with Normie. And he's like, he says, he's like, "All I gotta do is slip this in your ear, and boom, you're the you're the goblin child again." So he was about to slip the little piece of Carnage symbiote into his ear, dude. And Normie flipped shit. But it was crazy.
Jabroni, you just finished his unboxing video. Did he get anything big out of that mystery box? I want to know, was he the grand prize? Who won the grand prize? Who won the Jabroni grand prize? I want to know. And then we had Bruce say that all the Bat books were amazing this week. If I recall, you said that Batman was better than Detective. Did you read Curse of the White Knight?
I did not.
You did not? I've been hearing, I don't know, I read the first one. I wasn't the biggest fan, so I didn't keep reading it. I did like some of the covers. But Jabroni over here has been saying it's been one of the best Batman reads. So,
see, I never read the first White Knight. I only have like the first issue from
that is a good trade to pick up.
So that's why it's like I just didn't want to get into that when I haven't read the first one. So,
oh, how's it going, Two Gun Pedro? Pew pew.
What up, brother?
Oh shit, Warlord won your grand prize. What was the grand prize? It was first appearance of Captain America and the Silver Age. I think so, right? I'm pretty sure that was the grand prize. That's fucking awesome, dude. I was wondering who was gonna get that grand prize. But yeah, dude, that was an awesome mystery box you did, man. What's up, Perry and Dylan? Not much. How you doing?
Some comic book hunter. Yo. What up, Skits?
Comic. How's it going, Skits? Some comic book hunter. Avengers #4. Fucking mint, dude. That's awesome. Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought Batman 87 though was the best out of all the Batman books that came out. I thought it was better than Detective.
Because I like Tinian. I'm curious. Do I need to jump on at 85?
No, 86.
86. Just start with 86.
Yeah, you don't need to read Tom King's shit. I mean, the only thing that you would want to read is literally that back epilogue.
Okay.
And then all it says is that Joker just knows that he knows Bruce Wayne. He knows Batman's identity. So you don't even need to get that. I just told you.
You just told me I don't gotta read that
Or
shit
I'll
now.
get. Oh, I wish I would give you the digital code, but they don't got that shit for
Oh
DC.
man, don't worry. I'll find it. I'm pretty sure I can find it.
Honestly, man, just get 86.
Yeah. All right. I'll pick up 86 and I'll read it. And I'll
87
that's,
though was a
that's
lot
another
better
damn
though,
book.
in my opinion, than
Oh,
86.
I'm gonna pick up both of them. I'll go back to the shop on Friday. I pick up 86 and 87 and get my feet
Because
wet.
when I was reading it, I was like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, if it continues this and it keeps getting better, because he's got like a huge Joker story coming up soon. Like this is just him getting started. It might give Detective a run for its money because this last Detective storyline was cool, but it was like a kind of Christmas like cult type story, and it was a little too late because Christmas was weeks ago. But
Yeah, but that's the cool thing about Detective is like we're on issue what 1019. You could
yeah,
start reading Detective in 10 years and then read issue 119 and it's like,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
I love it, man. I still love it. It's just, I was surprised. I was so surprised because
Batman
Batman,
got the win today.
yeah, just today. We'll see what happens in the future because I'm hoping, I think a new story arc, well, actually an annual comes out next
Next
week.
week, yeah.
Yeah,
Batman, Detective, the third annual, I think, something like that.
yeah.
Now,
Which
did they say how long Tinian's going to be doing the run for?
I don't, actually, I think maybe Robbie said 15 issues.
Because I feel like, because King wasn't supposed to do 85, he was supposed to do
Yeah,
the full 100. So I felt
yeah.
like the
But
sales
I
went
think he
down.
might be going to 100
I think,
actually.
yeah, I feel like sales went down. DC shit a brick. They switched the writer and just threw Tinian in there because they know Tinian's fucking great. And I
Exactly.
feel like they need a new writer because Tinian's like, he probably doesn't want to fucking write Batman. You
Yeah.
know, he's like, they just threw
And
me in this shit.
yeah, and he's doing Justice League Dark too, and
Which
he's
I
doing
heard
some
has been really good.
shows. Yo, oh, dude, JL Dark is fire, man. And now though, say I thought Tinian was dropping it, and it looks like not because Ram V, I don't know who that is, but they said he was picking it up, and it just looks like that Tinian and Ram V are going to be co-writing together. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to drop Justice League Dark, but now I'm sticking on it because if Tinian's still on it, I'm reading it because I'm not dropping it as long as Tinian's writing it because he's been doing a hell of a job.
Now I always wonder like how do they co-write? Like do they sit at a table with each other and like yo let's or like yo I'm gonna write the first 8 pages. You got the rest right? Like
Yeah, it's so the
it
only
is
thing
really it's weird.
is that they sit in a room and they just throw plot ideas out, or you know what I mean? I don't know. That's weird. Because him and the one thing I guess I could see how Justice League worked, because sometimes Tinian would take those Injustice League issues, and then Snyder would just do like the regular Justice League issues, and then Tinian would do like the Injustice Legion of Doom. Or wait, I said Injustice League, but the Legion of Doom issues. Yeah, the Legion, and those were always sick. But I'm happy to say I'll be dropping that after issue 39.
We got a Absolute Venom 13. My StreamYard takes forever to load. He said, "I met Tinian. He had one tattoo. Guess what it was, guys? I'm assuming Batman.
Uh,
I'm assuming it's gonna be Batman. Am I right? Oh man, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe he wanted to write Batman. Who knows? I mean,
See, he's
he's a
good.
great writer.
Yeah, man, he is. Skit said it though. Killock by IDW is really good.
Batman. Hey, he might have more tattoos. You never know where people put tattoos on their body. You know. But yeah, no, I felt like it was a pretty good week. A very light week for Marvel. Marvel didn't really
I
have.
know,
Did you read anything from Marvel? I know we had Guardians that
dude.
came out and an X title or two.
Yeah, I had The Good Son, Guardians, and then 2X titles, and that was it. It was I've been having like double DC books. DC's been killing it the last 2 weeks. I literally had double. I had Wonder Twins, Batman, Superman, Detective, Batman, Shazam, Basket Full of Heads. You didn't get Basket Full of Heads, bro.
Oh shit! No, I didn't. Fuck me,
Dude, because I know you're reading. That's your favorite, like me.
Oh damn! No, I didn't pick that up. Well, I'm going back Friday, so I'll pick it up
And
Friday.
then hell, that one will be there. Because I feel like a lot of people sleeping on that shit. But Hella Risen. But
Tinian's also doing something that's killing the children. I didn't know that was him. That's awesome. I heard that's
yeah,
really, really good.
dude, that's what got me like. Well, Justice League
Oh, this is
Dark
only
really.
Batman.
Hey, like once I started reading Justice League Dark, I'm like, anything this dude writes, I'm picking up. But yeah, we got Marauders issue 6 and Excalibur issue 6. And honestly, man, I might be dropping Excalibur. I
Yeah.
might be, because Fallen Angels ends after 6.
Yep.
So I'm thinking I'm dropping them both at 6. You know, like issue 5 was pretty cool, Excalibur. But honestly, the whole time I haven't really been feeling Excalibur. So it's like, how long am I gonna just hold out, man, for shit that I'm not digging? You know,
That's true.
And it's not really connecting to anything. So
Is it
it's
not
like
really?
not to like the whole big story. This is like the other world. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's more like this other world magic. So it really the like Professor X was in the beginning of this issue,
Okay.
just to bring back Apocalypse, and that was it. Otherwise, he hasn't been in any of the issues, and I don't know, man. But Marauders was absolutely awesome.
Marauders. Yeah.
We found out some big ass shit. Me and Trinity did a live stream, the one where I took over for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we were talking like Sebastian Shaw, like what the hell is going on with him? And I knew it. I knew this motherfucker, his sneaky ass was pulling something, bro. And he's been behind all this shit all along, man. With the Marauders, and he pulls some crazy shit, man. He does some shady stuff, man. And if you're a fan of Kate Pride, you're gonna be salt. But it was a great issue, man. Great issue.
I'm gonna agree with Southern Comic Geek, and that's my mentality with buying a lot of books. I dropped Excalibur after issue number 1. There are enough good to great books out there to just settle for okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Southern Comic Geek, because now I just made my mind up 100%, and I'm done with it.
Now, one
I
book
should have dropped Fallen Angels too.
Well, you know, you could just be like me and not pick any of them up, and you're good. Oh man. No. So next week, I'm actually in the process of recording my video for my books for next week. But one book that I seen and I had to pull the trigger on it right away. It was, of course, it's Donny Cates' Thor. I love these covers, man. These covers are so damn cool. You know, like I thought that was awesome, dude.
It is.
The character design covers, especially with this Thor, dude. Like, come on, how can he not want this? So I was just looking at that, and I was like, hey, let me share this picture real quick. Dropped X-Men after issue 1. Hot doo-doo water. I dropped it as well. You see, the whole Powers of X thing, it was like hype, and I was like, all right, you know, let me jump on X-Men, because Hickman just set up this giant thing to take place. X-Men 1's gonna be popping, you know, because I read it and I was like, all right, we're having a family dinner, you know. Cable, put your guns down. Fucking, I don't like that shit, dude. And the artwork, the heavy line work, I was just like,
yeah. Remember there was a big hype for Absolute Carnage for that character study of Miles Morales when he kind of got Carnage eyes.
Yeah.
Carnage eyes. That like what did you call that? Just
character design.
Character design. Yeah. I said character study.
Well, I like to get the ones that I like, because sometimes they go up, like the Ghost Rider one, the character design. It was like $10-15 at my shop. I was like, holy
especially
shit, dude.
For dope characters like that, you know.
Yeah. So my fucking Thor's hot. The book is a great read. And character run in issue number 2. Let's do it.
No doubt.
Dawn of X not as good as House and Powers of X.
I wanted to get that Stegman variant, but I don't even. It's not even.
Hey, Two Brother Comics.
Brother.
I was on Instagram and they went live, and I clicked on the live, and he's like, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. I'm like, you son of a bitch. You better restart this fucking stream. Don't end it when I jump in. Come on. I need something to watch, man. What's wrong with you? Was supposed to go on with Metaphorical, but got busy. Hey, you mean got busy like you got chores, or you got busy?
Oh yeah, he was supposed to go on with when I went on with Oracle, but 84 joined us, I think, instead for a moment.
When all the hype was popping with House and Powers, I felt like the X hype was gonna die out pretty quick. Like there was no hype for X-Men or any of that X shit for fucking the longest time. And the fact that we had such a big explosion in the summertime, I was like, all right, this just gotta fizzle out, and it's fizzling out. One book that I'm looking forward to though is that Wolverine. I'm gonna buy the Alex Ross, dude. I'm all in on Alex Ross, and then I got the mystery mail call coming in with fucking Wolverine fighting Old Man Logan.
Damn, I didn't
That's the
even
coolest
see
thing I've
it.
seen. Oh, you haven't seen it? It is
I
so
don't
damn
know.
cool.
I'd
Oh
have to
man,
see.
you're gonna make me whip it out real quick.
That's what she said. Hey,
I got
I'm
it
gonna
right
have
here.
to run out. Show it to me because I'm gonna have to run out. I gotta just grab these groceries from outside. Oh no, I have seen that. I have seen that.
No, I
Oh, that
signed up.
was
I already
Tom
signed up.
too.
Yeah, so that's pretty fire,
Because I
dude.
did. I was like, I don't know why, but I knew I saw that once you said it because I was like, you probably shared it on IG. I'll be
Jabroni, you got to give more books more than one issue.
give me like 2 minutes. I'll be
Oh,
right.
you're fine, dude.
I just gotta get these groceries in because my grandma brought
Hey,
some stuff over.
I got you, man. I was gonna say eat the booty like groceries. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Jabroni, you got to give books more than one issue. Hey, man, look, man, if I'm gonna go out somewhere to eat and the waiter brings me a plate of shit, I'm not going back to the restaurant, dude. Let's see. What's up, Two Brother Comics? Dropping in for a few. Hi, Taffer. How you doing, man? Nope. Can't waste money on books. Waiting for them to ramp up. And that's what when House and Powers was coming out, I was talking. I talked to everybody in the community and stuff, and we do a whole bunch of live streams. And I was talking to people in the comic book shop, and every single person consistently said he's building up. He's building up. He's building up. So when it finally finished, and everyone's like, "Yo, X-Men, X-Men, I got X-Men," and I was disappointed. And I hate the fucking hype bullshit over bullshit. You know, like if you're gonna drop your panties for a writer just because of his name, get the fuck out of here, dude. Everybody's only as good as their last book. It's Hickman. Sometimes you gotta spend the money for it to be good. No, man. Come on, man. You know, you gotta look, man. If you're gonna make a good story, make one of the best parts that issue number one, and then issue two or three start building up a story. You know, like get me hooked into the book a little bit. Don't. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Like look when you look. I'm gonna talk about sports for a second. When you're watching a football game and they kick the ball and then the guy catches a ball and he runs it back and gets a touchdown, the start of the game, that's fucking cool. It's crazy. It's like, oh damn, let me keep watching this. You know, because otherwise I won't watch the rest of the game. Comic Time drew me back in with that Wolverine cover. Yeah, man, those Comic Tom exclusive Mill Geek comics that he's got going on, they're paying for themselves, honestly. If you got in when Jabroni got in, and then he was paying like fucking $20, dude. They're selling for like $50 on eBay. You could buy like two more boxes. You could literally get your box on January like 10, sell it on eBay, take the money, and then buy two more before the 15th. You know, hey man, it's worth the money. My local shop didn't get any books today. Something or someone screwed up with Diamond. Maybe tomorrow or Friday, killing me because it's such a big week. It happens, you know. It happens. What were you looking forward to reading? You know, like if I couldn't get FolkLords today, I probably would have been upset. But I got it. I was happy. And then I went on eBay. I went on Midtown and I was able to buy the B cover. So I was happy. You know, I hate when I go to get a book and it's sold out because I'm like, fuck, man. I really wanted to read that book, you know, especially like. Because I'm gonna like step on a speculators for a little bit. Speculators who don't read comic books, who don't read like let's say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for example. That's a Jabroni book. Issue what 96 or something like that was that first Jenica. People flooded shops. They were calling in trying to get this book. If I was a fan like Jabroni for Ninja Turtles and I go into my shop and the owner looked at me and was like, people, they got the book. What do you want me to do? And I would have been pissed off because who the fuck is reading Ninja Turtles, dude? You know, like I don't know. Like I hate when that shit. Don't whip it out, Barry. I hate when that happens when you're invested in a book and you go to the shop and like today I went to the shop and I know there was a lot of hype around fucking Batman Beyond, which I'm sorry, but if you bought Batman Beyond today and you didn't buy Batman Beyond the last fucking 20 something issues, you're an asshole because you're just fucking it up. Because I went to the shop and I was like, well, you know, I have a few Batman Beyond issues. Maybe this might be a cool issue to jump back in on because I like Dick Grayson's son, and the whole wall was just wiped out. So I was a little bit ticked off at that. I wish I could jump on here, but haven't been able to pick up my pull box in 3 weeks. I feel you, man. I've had some books that I haven't been able to pick up. Actually, I think Jabroni showed me this a long time ago. I keep saying Jabroni's name, man. I feel like I feel like I'm excited because Jabroni's coming to Florida, dude. And I just started live streaming, so now when I meet him, we could be live together in the comic book shop. This is freaking cool, dude. Look how cool this is. I thought this was awesome, dude. The Empire Strikes Back, dude. This was awesome. And then issue number 2 of Star Wars comes out next week, so I'm excited for that. And then I also got this Valentine's Day set. It's like little Valentine's Day cards, like each individual card, and on the back you could put like to and from, and then it comes with like a bookmark of Guardians of the Galaxy. Which Guardians of the Galaxy, if you watch the beginning of this, it wasn't bad, but Hercules, Zeus resurrected as a bad guy, I just wasn't feeling it. And fucking, I don't know, it just this guy right here, Rocket Raccoon, carried the entire book. His little fucking little smart ass comments and making little jokes. He was the best part of the whole comic. Let's be real. Hickman had 12 issues to build up with Powers and House. I agree, which is why I was pissed off with X-Men. How many more does he need? Exactly. That is my gripe with it. You read a Marvel book? I did, man. You know, I'm trying new things. I'm trying to be slightly open-minded. You know, and it's kind of working. Best analogy ever right there. Issue got good and it's been getting better with each issue. I mean, I guess, you know, I've been to a Chinese restaurant before, and if I see a cockroach, I'm not going back there, even if they do clean the place up. I was able to go to the comic shop today. I got Batman 86 first print. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about Tinian's run. I think I'm going to pick up 86 and 87 on Friday and try to get my feet wet with it. But my problem with it is I pick up so many DC titles that usually involve Batman or a villain from Batman's gallery, is that I don't want to get oversaturated with Bat titles because in like for instance in October, November-ish, we got so many different Batman, Harley Quinn, Joker books, individual books that really don't mean anything or are worth anything. It just I got like fed up to here, and I just didn't want to fucking read any more Joker or Batman books. I was a Biggie Shack. I saw a Biggie Shack bootleg video today. No way, it was just you, Perry. Yeah. So if you guys didn't see, I went out and I live streamed myself going to the local comic shop, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I need to find my selfie stick, and I need to find something for the car to put my phone on so it doesn't keep falling. But it felt kind of fun, and I kind of want to keep doing that moving forward. If you haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. Hey, Buddy King Comics, or Broken Comics, as you will. I hope you're doing good over there in Puerto Rico, man. Let's see. Did you read it? Did I read what? I read a few things. FolkLords was pretty good. I like FolkLords. It's been actually really quick of a read, which is good. Like there's a lot of pages where there's not a lot of words on it, but like the artwork like kind of tells the story. And I love when that happens in a book because it flows. Like it flows. You don't have to like sit there and read 35 speech bubbles. Do you want to see how it is in a day as Parrot Comics and opening water bottles with your mouth? I didn't know I was live when that was happening. It literally said buffering. Yeah, fucking Streamlabs, man. I just read the first 2 issues of Olympia. I really like the vibe. I heard Olympia was pretty good. What publishing house is that under? Let's see. Where's my chat before I got lost? I've never liked Batman Beyond. I never it's been pretty good. I was a really big fan of the TV show, so maybe that's like a slight bias of mine, but it's not bad. I mean, I get it for, you know, I like it for what it is. And it's cool to see like Dick Grayson's daughter because growing up, Nightwing was my all-time favorite character. Fun fact, all my passwords used to be like Nightwing and then question mark because I was like, Nightwing? Am I Nightwing? I'm not sure. I could be Nightwing. And it took forever just to find a Nightwing Nightwing television shirt, Nightwing symbol shirt. Taffer, I agree. The suit never looked good. Dylan got lost getting them groceries. Where he's still out there, man. He's eating the booty like groceries. Oh man. There was a there was a week last year where Odin and Zeus died. Glad that Pantheon is making a comeback. Yeah, so they came back and I get it. It was cool, but it just didn't really. Someone who's new to like reading Marvel books and Marvel titles, like I read Donny Cates' first 3 issues of Guardians, and it just wasn't good for me. So this one, it wasn't bad, but it was like it didn't really get me hyped for issue number 2. Fucking Hercules, what's he gonna do? Flex? I hated Grant Morrison's Batman. I really hated it. I kept buying it though, just because I'm a completionist. I feel that. Tinian's run on Batman is going to be amazing. He only has, what, 15 issues? I think he's doing up to 100, and then we're going to transfer into someone else. I'm not sure. Maybe. Who knows? What is the complaint with X-Men? There is a flavor for everyone, and I buy them all. Yeah, I don't want to like buy 10 issues to figure out which one I like. Uh, Image, I think for Olympia. Oh, very cool. I see the artwork for it. It looked kind of like different, and that's kind of cool. I just it didn't. The solicitations weren't there enough for me to actually spend money on it. Best read for me today was Dead Eyes, which that came out today. I don't even think I picked that up, man. I think I was live streaming today, so it was kind of like I was very nervous to like be live, especially when I seen a bunch of faces in the shop that I'd never seen before. I was like, "Oh shit, is this okay?" I'm not sure. What's up, Mr. Dylan?
Yo,
Uh,
sorry.
did you read Dead Eyes today? I completely forgot that came out today.
No, that was last week.
Was that last week?
Yeah, but I read it. It's fire.
Which indie comic book do you have? I have a lot of indies. What indies
Remember
did
we
I
were
pick up
talking about it.
today?
Remember we were talking about that amazing incentive. Remember?
Oh, okay, yeah, with the bloody hands and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause this is the A. I wish
so
I got the incentive.
let's see. All right, for indie titles that I picked up today, it was American Jesus, the new Messiah, that Mark Millar with the Netflix logo on the back. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be a TV show. I went ahead and I picked up that The Butcher in Paris. Enough people persuaded me to go ahead and give issue 2 a try. Oblivion Song, which has been nothing but fire, and I thank John and Mr. Jabroni because we read that together and it was amazing. And then I picked up Hardcore Reloaded number 2, which I didn't put that in my pull box, but I have Hardcore number 1, and I think it's like the same or a continuation of the run from last year that was actually really good. So I'm looking forward to diving into the hardcore world again. Dylan went to go get groceries and ate them too.
I was laughing. Yo, there's a lot more groceries than I thought.
Oh man, she had the whole trunk filled up.
For real. But yo, I've been like, dude, I've been going nuts on these dried cranberries, like craisins they are.
Uh-huh.
Like raisins, but they're cranberries.
Craisins. It's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy raisins. Craisins.
So good, dude. Or just
man.
Traco mix. I've just been trying to eat a little bit healthier.
Hey, no lie, me too. I've been eating mad fish fillet. Like I've been
Fish
eating
fillet?
crazy. I heard fish fillet is like really good for you. Like it's a good source of protein and like omega or something. I don't know. Omega. I was gonna say omega red.
Yeah, we've been eating like salmon. Like my brother's been eating salmon like crazy, and some almond milk. I like the vanilla sweetened almond milk though. I can't mess with the unsweetened, bro. That shit like disgusting.
I just like regular milk. I was surprised more people didn't talk about Casey's Guardians.
That almond milk I could just drink like it's water.
Yeah, well, I got Jabroni coming next week, and Jabroni's fucking always like lifting weights and like flexing, going. Arr. So I'm like, oh shit, dude. Jabroni's gonna see me. He's like, hey Perry, I'm gonna take your keys. He's gonna take my keys from me. He's gonna start running around the fucking neighborhood, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, dude. He's gonna make me work out. You know. Undiscovered Country came up, so I'll be reading that. Yeah, Undiscovered Country has been actually really good, and it's setting up to be like a really big and crazy world with a lot of stories. So I'm interested to see how that's going to go. I think that was initially a 25 issue, and now it's pushed to 50, which is very cool. Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Yeah, you're all over that, right, Dylan?
Oh yeah, so good. Fire.
Guys.
My boys' two brothers hooked me up with some dope variants too. For issue 1 and 2.
Chocolate covered craisins are where it's at, and he knows a thing or two.
Yo, you ever had the yogurt covered craisins? Those are fire as hell too.
Nah, but I got the yogurt with the M&Ms that come on the top, or the Oreo cookie crumbs, and you mix that shit in.
Yeah.
And I got the Go-Gurt, yo. I got the sour Go-Gurts.
The sour Go-Gurt. Go-Gurt's the fire, but too sour. I don't know.
No, it's really bad, but it's like the bad that you're like, oh my god. Let's go
like it. You
All
be
right, so-
freezing them too?
Oh man. All right, so we're literally about to hit that 60-minute mark. This was kind of fun. I could kind of do this every week. I need to read more books so I could talk about more books. But
Bro,
it
I
was
can
pretty
do
fun.
this with you every day. Come on now.
So yeah, maybe we'll do this like every Wednesday around like 10:30 for like an hour or so and see how it goes. And I mean, I'm having fun doing it. And maybe we could like randomly each week bring on a different guest.
Yeah.
So, I think that'd be pretty cool. Red Mother was the worst read of the week for me. I did a review on it last week. Nothing happened in that issue. It just nothing really happened.
Just an amazing variant cover.
The covers look cool, but oh man! And guess what? I'm gonna buy issue number 3 too, like a dumbass. But you know,
Hey,
don't know what's wrong with
we
me.
all have the same. We all have that problem.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, and you guys can catch us on Discovery Disco After Dark. JB Discovery Make Comics.
20
We're gonna have a good
minutes,
time. And
25 minutes.
hey, Zclex, if you're there, if you want to drop the link to Dylan's channel, that'd be dope. And then I'm gonna put your link in the description, and then I'll throw it in the comments down below. So if anyone doesn't know who Dylan comic book rants are, they gonna know. They gonna know today. They gonna
Oh,
learn.
bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it as always. And I'm fucking excited as hell to be doing this with you every Wednesday.
Oh, it's gonna be dope, man. Maybe we'll bring Trinity on. I've always wanted to do a stream with him. I've looked up to him for years. I'm like, man, I want to be like Trinity one day. I'm out there with my phone live streaming now. You know, I'm like, damn, dude, if only I could flap my gums for like 3 straight hours without taking a breath or reading the chat, I could be just like him.
Dude. If more of us could be like Trinity, man, the world would be a lot better place. That's the homie right there.
He is. He's awesome. Me too. I don't know what the fuck is. Me neither. I'll catch you later. All right. We'll see you guys later.